I'm Liz Gumbinner from Cool Mom Tech, and we've known each other a long time, so I feel like I don't have to really say that. But I just want to tell you for a minute why I'm really excited to be working with Target. First of all, everyone loves Target, and when my partner Nate was trying to get me to move from Manhattan to Brooklyn, and I was a little ambivalent, one of the points he actually used was, but there's a Target just a couple stops away. So I've been a fan for a really long time. And I think what's great about it as far as electronics, like I don't always think about Target for electronics and for cameras and for gaming, but I'm there anyway. And so there's something really nice about not having to make another stop, especially when you're in the city and you're dealing with bags and subways and kids. So it's really nice that it's kind of like an all-in-one place where you feel like they've already curated the best brands for you, that there's stuff from Sony and Nikon and Canon and Nintendo and Apple, and that you're going to get great stuff while you're there anyway, and that they do so much to just take care of moms, make it easy, and make sure you get the best values while you're there. So it's been really fun working with them so far, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
That's great, and plus you can get your mops and your toys and other stuff while you're there too, right? It's one stop.
It's the law though, right? The Target law, the first law of Target, that you walk in for the mop and you walk out with a cart full of 600 things.
It is hard.
Get away.
There's so much stuff in the aisles that you just want to have.
Exactly. And I have to say there's something really nice about the Target in Brooklyn, that the toy department is right next to the electronics department, so I can spend time playing around with the cameras and the tablets while my kids are like off running around playing with the Barbies and stuff. So I don't know if that's intentional, but it works very nicely for me.
So what are the hot tech toys and gifts this year?
Well, there's a lot. I feel like this is kind of the year of tech toys. It's been a really good year, and they aren't always. So, depending on who you're shopping for, I think for kids, obviously the gaming systems are still huge. So there's Xbox 360 with Kinect and all the new games that go with that. There's the PS3 and PS3 Move. And then there's the Wii. But the thing that's gotten really exciting about the Wii is that they introduced the Wii U this year, which is more than a gaming controller. It really completely changes the whole Wii experience. And I think they're going to keep optimizing it and changing it and adding to it, and it's going to make it a whole new game, really. Like, if you're not, are you familiar with the Wii U at all?
Yeah, I didn't get to play it, but I got to watch my kids playing it once, so.
It's pretty cool. And I have to say, as far as parents go, the thing I love about it the best is that you can take the game that's happening on the big screen and move it onto the little screen. So if suddenly you're like, okay, Homeland's on, kids, sorry, you can move their game onto the smaller device, the Wii U, and put them in the other room, and then you can take your TV back. So I'm convinced the people at Nintendo all have children and figured that one out.
So I need advice because I need to get new games for my kids. So we have a Kinect. That's what we tend to use more. We have the old Wii also. But what do you recommend for, elementary school, older elementary and tweens? What are the good games this year?
Well, for Kinect, there's a National Geographic game that just came out that I think is really cool because it's part game and part educational, where it kind of turns your entire environment into these different habitats. So it looks like there's leaves and stuff all over your living room, and you become kind of the characters or the bears. And so for kids like 5, 6, 7, I think that's a really fun game to play with. For older kids, there's some like action adventure games that are just starting to come out that are really good. But I'm skeptical about recommending all the like first-person shooter games because I'm a mom and I still have to be a little responsible. It's a good game to get for your nephew, so that then their mom has to deal with like the carnage afterwards. But then there's also really good games, especially for little kids. Like there's a Sesame Street game for Kinect that just came out that's excellent. One of the bigger challenges with Kinect for Xbox with very young kids is it's a little hard for them to operate just using their hands. And I think that the folks from that developer, along with the Sesame Street people, did a really, really good job making it easy for kids to play with.
Cool.
The other thing that's really huge right now, especially for, I'd say, like early mid-graders, is the Skylanders franchise. And Has your son played with that?
Yeah, my son was really into Skylanders last year, and now they have, what is it, Skylanders Giants?
It just came out in late October, so it's brand new. It continues the series. The great thing is you can continue using your characters into this, so it's not like you have to start all over again. But Target happens to have a starter pack. It's under $80, which is good. Plus, they have an exclusive character, which is called the Boulder Crusher, and you can't get that anywhere else. And you know how much kids want to have, like, the one character. And so that one you can get, I think it's under $15 at Target. And like all the characters, you can just place it down in the right spot, and then it will kind of beam into the story. So Skylanders, I think, is not going anywhere so fast. Plus, I don't know if you know, but the stories were all written by Pixar writers, and the music's by Hans Zimmer. Like, it's really elegantly done. It's very, very high quality.
It's definitely a neat game, and you know, I thought the thing with it having toys that you would play offline was kind of hokey, but they do it. My kids play with those toys offline, which is really neat.
I agree, and I love the idea also that it encourages creative play because, you know, I don't want my kids just in front of a screen all the time. So the idea that they can kind of take those stories the way they do with movies and then put that onto the characters and go in their room and play and create their own stories, I think it's really nice balance.
Yes, I hear a lot of sound effects from the room. What about grown-ups? Like, what I need things for my sister-in-law, you know, what's good for, you know, not too expensive, nice tech gifts for adults?
Well, one thing that is really not expensive, but I like this a lot, there's a line of headphones called Cloud, and they're beautiful. They're like single color. They are either over ear or they have earbuds as well. I think the over ear ones start at $24.95, so it's a really nice, affordable gift, and they're attractive looking. And they come in lots of colors, but there's some colors exclusive to Target. There's a silver that I'm completely coveting.
Ooh, that's
and I think also if you've got like an audiophile tween or teen in the family, the earbuds are a nice option too because it's under $15, and you know kids tend to lose things. And so even though it's like a nice, cool looking gift, you're not going to be devastated that they lost their $150 pair of headphones. So I think that's like a really nice gift, especially, you know, you could pair it with something like an iTunes gift card and make it a little bit more personal.
Well, I'm putting the Silver Cloud headphones on my list because that sounds like exactly what I want.
You have good taste. If you want to spend a little more, they have really, really good audio systems there. I'm a huge fan of all the Sonos products. The Sonos Play 3 is a wireless streaming audio system that plays pretty much any music from any source at all. Like it can play your MP3s from your device, but it can also stream audio from the internet, or if you have like a Rhapsody account or anything like that. And you can control it from your smartphone. So especially for those of us in smaller apartments, it's a really nice little system. It's not bad as far as I think it's $3.99, but it's very, very high quality speaker, completely wireless, and you can kind of route a bunch of them together, so you can end up wiring your whole home for way less than what people used to spend to, you know, build in headphones or build in speakers into all the rooms of their house. So if you want to spend like a little more and you've got somebody you know is a serious music junkie, I think that's a very cool gift.
Nice.
Who else? Who else are you shopping for? I'm here to help.
I think we covered all the bases. Do you have any other tips?
I just want to say that there's a couple ways that I think Target is doing a very good job in helping people save money this year. First of all, they have a trade-in program that's really, really smart. Like you're constantly thinking about upgrading your tech, but you feel bad, like, okay, I just got the iPhone 4 last year, but I really want the iPhone 5. You can bring it in and on the spot, they'll evaluate it based on condition, and you can get a gift card up to like $240 or something to apply towards the iPhone 5 if you bring in your iPhone 4S. But they do it for all kinds of tech, for cameras, for whatever it is you have. So it's really nice to know right there and then you're going to get a discount on the next one, and then they're going to like refurbish or donate or do what they have to do with the original piece of technology. The other thing is they're doing price matching for the holidays, which for me, when I shop in a store, that's like kind of the biggest fear is, am I sure I'm getting the best price? And so what you can do now through the 16th, which is Sunday, so it's got to be this week, while you're picking out a Nikon camera or whatever it is that you want to buy, you can look online on your smartphone, and if you see a better price for some reason, some crazy reason, at Amazon, at Best Buy, at Walmart, at Toys R Us, then on the spot, they will honor the lower price when you show them your phone. So I think that's pretty awesome.
I love that because I waste so much time looking for the best price, and then I'm like, okay, I just spent 2 hours to save $10. Like, I don't, you know.
Exactly. And you're already there. Like, you're already there. You want to buy the item, but you don't want to feel like you got ripped off, you know?
Yeah.
And so the prices are already good to begin with, but it's nice to know if somebody else has some flash sale that they'll match the price, or also they'll do it retroactively. So you can bring in a receipt up to, I think, December 24th. If you find it priced lower, if you find an ad advertising it for less, and they'll match the price as well. So it's kind of nice to have that guarantee. And then the other thing they're doing, which is really cool, is they have a partnership with CNET right now. CNET editors are making their recommendations, which coincidentally are very much in line with the Cool Mom Tech recommendations. And you can find them on Target.com, but you can also find them in the store. So as you walk around the store and you walk around the electronics department, you can look at the tags, and this will say CNET Editor's Pick. So you feel like you've got a little, you know, like a little helper over your shoulder who's saying, don't worry, this is like a really good product and you're in good shape.
It's the elf on the shelf.
Exactly. Well, I keep comparing it to like the wine spectator ratings that the wine stores put hanging on the wine bottles. So that if you haven't heard of the wine, you're like, oh, that got a 92. I should really try it out. It's the same kind of thing. Like, oh, the CNET editors gave that 5 stars. So they hold a lot of water with me. So if they like it, I know it's probably a pretty good product.
So where else can we find more gift ideas, Liz?
Well, certainly you can go to Target.com where there are tons of them, but you can also go to CoolMomTech.com where we've got a huge holiday guide right now with tons of ideas. And also, if you go onto the Target blog, which is really good, which is called A Bullseye View, I just wrote an article for them about some of the best educational toys for kids in all different age groups, and that's a great place to start as well.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Anna. Good to talk to you.